I saw something, so I gotta say something. Yeah, I saw something, so I gotta say something. I watch couple of these public videos where black women are stealing from stores, and the police are being notified by the management. And the black woman, she's, I believe she's the number, I don't know, I think number three liar on the planet. The black woman is the number three liar. I put the so-called white man at number one, and then I think I don't know who's worse, the preachers or the black woman, but I think she's number. I don't know. I think she's competing for number two, which I believe is a so-called white woman. But I think the false teachers are competing for number two with the white woman, and the black woman is fighting for number three. I don't think she's the. I think she's number one in delusion on the planet, the most undesired woman on the planet. But I haven't figured out who's top, who's number two right now, because it keeps changing in my book. But maybe by the next video I have it figured out. Okay, this is a body cam footage by the police, and I don't know where they are. I don't know what state they're in, what county or whatnot. But that's not the point. My point is that the black woman has risen to a level, the highest level of stupid and foolish. I think she's the most foolish woman on the planet. I don't know if she's the most foolish person, but she's. I think maybe she could be. Black women have bought into all types of foolishness. So I think she takes the cake. I think I'm gonna prove that to myself by just highlighting the behavior and the things that modern day black women buy into. They buy into the most stupid, the most foolish things. They're almost complete idiots. I know the lights on, but nobody's home in most apartments. I know their elevator doesn't go all the way up to the top. And domestic houses, domestic, kingdoms and stuff like that, areas and platform. Let me just slow down. So every time this footage gets released, these modern day black women, they decide not to listen. Black women want to be heard and not listen. They're the most rebellious when authority is talking to them and giving them instructions. They don't like to follow instructions. I don't like the word insane. I like the word foolish and stupid. It's not even hard-headed, because hard-headed, I guess it is. I guess I don't even like the word hard-headed, because they're beyond hard-headed. So I think it's foolish and stupid, rebellious and ignorant and undesired. Things like that is what pops into my head at first. So these police officers, and this is the end of the video. I didn't even go to the beginning, because she's displaying this behavior the entire time that the officers are trying to control the situation and do their job. She hit a cyclist in her car, in her vehicle at nighttime. She hit this man that was riding his bicycle, and she fled the scene. And the police caught up with her, and she's totally out of order. She's totally disrespectful. She couldn't follow the simplest commands. just, put your hands up, put your hands on your head, walk straight back to us, don't look at us, just simple instructions. They asked her if she wanted to take a sobriety test. She refused, so the cops proceeded to do their job. Shout out to the officers. Nothing, from what I saw, nothing the officers did was inappropriate or violated her rights. So they were well within their rights, to handle her the way they handled her without having a female officer on the scene. So I didn't see anything wrong with what they did. Cops did a good job. They did their job. But the black woman, the so-called black woman, she's totally out of order when it comes to following instructions. First thing the black woman does is when you give her instructions, she first thing she does is not follow the instruction. That's the first thing she does. The second part of what she does first is that she tries to speak. She starts to speak, okay? And that's strike two. Strike one is not following the instructions that was given to her. Strike two is she starts to speak. And then strike three is she starts to resist, okay? All three leading up to her being labeled out of order. She's out of order. So let's just watch a little bit of this, and I got a scripture for this behavior that too many modern day black women display. It doesn't matter whether it's an officer. Modern day black women display this behavior on domestic fronts. Men, be careful shacking up and getting together with these modern day black women, because if you haven't learned yet, the modern day black woman, she's rebellious and she's out of order when it's time for her to be given instructions to follow. Okay, especially by someone in an authoritative position like a husband, a father, or even an officer of the law. Okay, they do it on all levels, and I don't know. I don't know if America or so-called whites are aware of this level of out of orderness. I know that's not a word, but that's I'm gonna say it anyway. I don't know if they're aware of this level of out of orderness from these so-called black women in America. They've reached a level of being out of order, and that's not due to the black man. It's due to the ignorance of the law, I believe. Whatever privileges these women feel they have, the sisterhood, the code, or whatever they're doing. I don't know where they get this from, but I think they should have been. I think black women should have received whoopings a lot more if they haven't. I think they need to be whooped as a child to follow instructions. You see what I'm saying? This whole, that's a girl, she shouldn't be hit on and stuff like that. I don't believe in stuff. I don't believe they should be abused, but I believe they should get whoopings the same way I got whoopings as a man, all right? Don't spare these women from the ride, okay? Because they'll grow up to be out of order like she is. And these women are out of order in modern day America, especially when it comes to following instructions. Okay, they're twerking in restaurants, they're displaying all types of foolish behavior, and it's being encouraged in certain areas. And I think it needs to be checked because and it needs to be checked harshly, okay? Because these women have went unpunished for their entire life, some of them, and that's where you start to get this privilege or this entitlement. It's not even entitlement. It's this, that's a woman. She shouldn't be. That's my daughter. I don't whoop my daughter. She's a girl. All I gotta do is yell at her and she'll cry. Yeah, okay, you guys are being real soft on these women, and when they're little daughters, but when they grow up, and have to follow instructions from authority, guess what they're called? Entitled. So it's not even entitled. Okay, it's favoritism. Parents be showing favoritism to these little young girls when they're little girls and they grow up like this. So before, let me show some of this.
Y'all didn't do that the first time, so it's like I still got my time. So
the officer's giving her a chance,
you know
and she's ruining it. Watch.
Okay.
I guess you didn't do this with the same agency. All right, I'm keeping everything in the car.
No.
Because I actually, you didn't answer.
No, it's not even.
I keep asking you things, you're not taking advantage of me being nice. This is like unheard of. You fought cops.
I can't tell
I'm
when
talking.
you're being nice. I can't tell when you're being nice.
You fought cops twice, and I'm letting you get stuff to go to the jail with you.
But jail, that's not even a good thing, though.
Okay.
One scoop of AG1 replaces multiple supplements with 75 high-quality.
What is your name? You didn't tell me your name yet.
You don't know what it is.
She's not listening to him while he's giving her a chance to get things out of her car. If you've ever been locked up before, you know that the cops have a tendency to retrieve some certain things for you, so you can have certain things before they transport you to the jail.
Be on that report.
No. You need to tell me your name now. Tell me your name now. I'm so serious. Please? Pretty please. I'm asking you so nicely.
Listen to how she talks to him.
Pretty please. I'm being as cordial as you can be. Like, I'm so serious. I'm gonna ask you until you answer me until we get to the little spot. But I'm so serious, like.
So her intentions is to nag him. She just said, I'm gonna nag you the entire way to the jail for your name until you tell me. I don't even like doing reaction videos or nothing like that. I just think these modern day black women have reached an all-time high of foolishness. They're so out of order, and it's because of the parents, and it's because of all this favoritism. It's because people think they're women and they shouldn't be. They shouldn't get whoopings and get a harsh reality check. I'm not sure why people have encouraged this behavior, but this is your Frankenstein, okay? This is your Frankenstein. Those of you who think women shouldn't be harshly checked, okay, for bad behavior and being out of order, okay? All of this privilege and stuff like that creates what people refer to as entitled, but this is not entitlement. This is out of order, okay? She needs to be tased, okay? Most black women need to be tased when they don't follow instructions because the instructions are universal. Everybody has to follow instructions, you guys.
I don't understand, like, I know I hit somebody because my mirror was missing, and like, I turned back to make sure they was okay, so like, I don't understand, like what y'all trying to do, like, at least I make sure.
She says she knows that she hit someone because her mirror is missing. First of all, if you hit somebody while you're in drive, they have to be in front of you because you're driving a vehicle. This is a let me just get into this, because it's hard for me to bear to see foolish women just ramble. A foolish woman is clamorous. She talks too much. That's what clamorous means. She is simple. Simple means stupid. You know what I'm saying? Simple. And knoweth nothing. She doesn't know what she's talking about. Okay? And she was the one behind the wheel.
Sure, I'm around
In the court of law,
I make sure
you have the right to talk to a lawyer and have one.
This person.
See that? See now, typical behavior from the modern day black woman. Like I said, on a domestic front, like with the black women do it to men that they're interested in. It could be her husband. It could be a man that she just met that's giving her instructions. It could be the officers. It could be her father. They display this raggedy, ignorant, out of order behavior to everybody. Maybe the cops don't date black women, or don't have a black woman at home, or don't deal with black women on a domestic side, personal, private side of life. But I'm a witness, and I'm gonna be the first one to tell you, I don't show black women privilege, and I don't have favoritism or with black women and stuff like that. So let me be one of the ones to say that these black women, these modern day so-called black women, display this behavior on a domestic front. Okay, men, be careful who you let around you when it comes to these black women, because if you give them instructions when you're trying to take control of the situation, the first thing they're going to do is not follow your instructions. The second part of the first part is to start speaking when you're speaking. They'll talk over you. And it's pure wickedness. Okay, and then the third part of that is that they rebel. Okay, they start resisting. All right. I mean, what I mean by that is if you say, "Hey, I need you to get out of this area," and then they don't follow that instruction, they'll start talking. If you try to help them leave, like try to get them away from you, get them out of your place to stay, your residence, then they'll start, rebelling. Okay, they'll start grabbing and pushing and telling, and yelling and all this kind of stuff. They start to go straight out of order. So that's not entitlement. That's just out of order. Okay. Look what she's doing to this officer while he's reading her Miranda rights. Okay.
To represent you before and after during any questioning, if you would have one present with you before and during any questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed to you. One will be appointed to represent you before and after during any questioning, if you wish.
Will hit people and lead them.
You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions.
Pure wickedness. Pure wickedness. It's pure wickedness, man. And the cops, I've seen so-called white cops just shake their head out of just disgust for the way these so-called black women behave. They'll call them children. They'll say, "Stop acting like a child," and all this kind of stuff. It's not even acting like a child, man. This is what happens when other women that these black women grew up with, or other males that were around this woman that she grew up with, decided that she's a girl, she shouldn't be whooped, she shouldn't get whoopings, and they and this, like I said, it's this protection that women get from not being checked. I don't know why reality checks are not recommended for black women, so-called black women. Like it was just a part of being a black male. I've always been subjected to being corrected and stuff like that. But these so-called black women, people think just because they're women they shouldn't be checked, and I totally disagree with that. We're all equal under the law. And I'm talking about the law of Yahweh, the law of the Bible. We're all equal under the law when it comes to Babylon, so-called America, that was named after Amerigo Vespucci. Okay, so let's just get back into this, because I watched a couple of these body cam channels. The police have social media now, and it's public. This is public record. So I just said, damn, I'm just these black women. They do it to everybody that's in a position of authority. All right.
Make any statements. Having these rights in mind, do you wish to speak with us?
I would like to speak with y'all.
You understand these rights as I have read them to you?
I would like to speak with y'all.
Huh? What was that? You understand your rights? But do you understand your rights? Do you understand your rights? And you would like to speak with us? Okay, what's in the car? What's in your purse?
Ain't no drugs in there, shit.
What's the blue pills?
Is that what y'all looking for?
What are the blue pills? I need to know so I can do the tow sheet. What's that smell? It smells really... Is that throw up? What is that?
It might be.
Have you been drinking tonight?
It's been a while since I cleaned my car, so...
Okay. Have you been drinking tonight? So what?
No.
So is it no or maybe a little bit?
We're just gonna do the breath sample.
Man, listen, man. This is... He's asking her simple questions and she's just foolish, man. All right, foolish, man. Look.
Form your lips around it like a tight seal and just a normal breath. Just steady. Just keep blowing until I tell you to stop, okay? Keep going.
Bam. So that's her charges: resisting arrest and driving under influence. And she should have got charged with hitting the guy that was on the bike. But I guess that's it. I just think I just said wow. So it gets worse than that. If you check out some of these body cam videos, and again, when they catch these so-called black women doing things, they'll lie, just like she did. She lied and said that she went back to the scene where the cyclist was, and she pulled over and checked on him and stuff, but no, she fled. By the time they caught up with her dashboard had all kind of indicators on it that her engine had some problems, and her car was smoking like she needed some radiator fluid and stuff like that from trying to take off in her little Camaro. But it says, let me see. Let me go here. All right. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. And these women just have no shame. They're drinking, excessively, to the point of intoxication, and they don't follow instructions. It just never stops with these women in so-called Babylon. I think they've reached an all-time high level of being unchecked, and they're out of order, thanks to the parents who decided that she's a girl and she doesn't deserve to be disciplined, thanks to other women encouraging that this behavior is to be tolerated, and thanks to whoever else shows favoritism to these women just because they're women, and they don't believe that these women should be checked and should have a reality check. Okay, nobody is above a reality check. All right. I think the number one devil is the so-called white man, and I think the so-called sellouts who are deceiving our people that look like our people are competing for number 2 and number 3. It's four of them. It's the so-called white man, his so-called heathen woman, the so-called white woman, and then it's the the coons, you know, like TD Snakes and Creflo Holla and, you know, the Geno Jennings and all of them. And then it's this modern day out of order black woman. But I believe the two most dangerous people in America are the so-called white man and the so-called black woman. That's my take on this behavior with the so-called black woman. So it's for edification, it's not hate, but a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, and we all know what a dog is. It's a you know, it's a bitch. So, you know, nobody likes a woman that's out of order, except somebody else who's out of order. So this modern day black woman is somebody's Frankenstein. This modern day out of order black woman is Babylon's Frankenstein. And yeah, that's my take, man. Shalom.